Hi, and welcome to Pixie's Projects. We're back today with another request from Helen. We're going to do Lulu Mayo's Million Things, all the books that have a million something. That was said really poorly, but we're going to start with A Million Owls, and I'm going to show a flip through of each of the books, and you'll be able to see my finished pages in them as well. And in this book specifically, you'll get to see a work in progress because I'm working on a page today. So here we go. Let's just get started. These are not in the order that they were published. They're just in the order I had them in my pile. So this is what we've got for the owls. And this is for anybody else who also was curious about all of these books and would like to pick the ones they want. So this makes it a little easier. Here is my work in progress. I am doing a challenge with my friend Ever where we're using 12 pencils. We're using the original set of 12 that come for polychromos if you buy a 12 set, and just using them to see how we can make other colors, and just a little bit of a challenge. So that's where we are there. And these are fairly quick flip throughs. I know there's a few of them in their entirety on my channel, pardon me, but this is just all of them in a pile, so it's something different and a little nicer to be able to see them all at once. And if you're not familiar with these books, they are a rather smaller size. They're not a traditional 8.5 by 11. Here is a page I've done, well, I don't have it dated, but quite a while ago with pencils and acrylic paint and white Posca pen. I still like it, so I'm happy. It's interesting when you come across something like older because, you know, you may or may not be happy with it anymore. But like I said, this is just a very quick flip. And another finished page from in here. And this one was just all pencils. Okay, and that was A Million Owls. Moving on, I have A Million Cute Animals. And again, no order on these. This one is out because I have just finished a page in here. I've already posted the Instagram, so if you follow me there, you may have seen it. My name there is also Pixie's Projects. And I'm not trying to talk through too much through these, because there's not a lot to say. Most people have been familiar with these. The paper's kind of thick. Sometimes I have a lot of trouble finding the right pencils to use in it because it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Smooth paper. Had a lot of success. My goodness, I cannot talk this morning. I'm so sorry. I've had a lot of success with using gesso and watercolors on this paper. Pencils seem to be hit or miss for me anyway. I know everybody has a different idea of what pencils work well in something for them. And there really are a lot of cute animals in this book. And Sarah, if you're watching, this is one I'd love to color with you since you're the koala bear queen. I'll probably send you a message when I'm done here. And this is one I actually did with Sarah from Chronic Coloring Down Under. And that's the one I've recently finished, and it's the only one I've done in this book. Lulu Mayo also has another book coming out in a few months. I cannot remember. I think it's Mythical Creatures, but I'm not 100% sure. But there is definitely another book. This is A Million Unicorns, and I have a buddy color that needs to be done in here with Goblin Quinn, which I have not gotten to yet. But here is one of the pages I have done in this book. I think it might be the only one for this book that's completed anyway. We'll find out together. Oops, I was a little off screen there. This is the one I'll be doing with the Goblin Quinn. They had picked it out and I really want to get to it. I just haven't yet. Sorry, having trouble turning. And I can feel there's another page in here that I have done. So that's exciting. Oh, it's messy too. I'll have to do a little work. If you can tell, I've had bleed through. I went a little heavy with the water. But this is another one I've done. I'm just going to run back to that really quick. This was all done with pencil and then gel crayons all through here and white acrylic paint to make the background in the water. Then I have A Million Llamas, which I know I have not colored in. This had 2 buddy colors and they had both fallen through. And so we've gotten nowhere in here. But there are quite a few cute pictures that I would like to do. And if you would like to see one of my more traditional flip throughs on these books where I set them to music and go really slow, just let me know and I'll add one to the channel. So you have that. But Helen, if you're watching your video, I do hope you get a few of these books. I'd love to see what you do with them. I just think they're so adorable. And that one was llamas. Then we have A Million Dogs. Again, this one is not one that I've colored in. Oh, I don't want to say it out loud really, but I like dogs. I just, I like cats better. And there was more in the cats book that I had wanted to do than the dog book when I first got them. I think the dogs and cats were one of the first 2 ones. And maybe the owls. I think that was like the first 3 is the owls, cats, and dogs. I'm not 100% on that, but I know that I got the cats and the dogs fairly close together and wound up coloring in cats, but not in the dog book. Or at least I don't believe I've colored anything in the dog book. I have a cat, so I think that's why I enjoy them more. Oh, we've got the start of something and then I never finished it. So we've just got some green leaves on a page. And that's really weird because normally that would sit in the work in progress pile till I finished it. So I must have been testing a pencil or something. Okay, then it's A Million Mermaids is next. And I have colored in here. Oops, skipped one. And if anybody wants to see another set of books done this way, let me know. because I'd be happy to do that. And I love that a lot of the same animals wind up in each book. Like, we all wind up with the mushroom person. I don't know what everybody else is calling them, but I always call them the mushroom person. And we have the cats again. And here's a page I have completed in here. And that's all pencils and stickles. And that was 1,000,000 mermaids. Then we have 1,000,000 bears. And I believe I've been in this one. I just keep running them off the side of the screen. I'm so sorry. I've got the tags in here again. And there's quite a few things in here that I really want to color. Like I said, it's just, I'm trying to get at least one page from each book colored. I would like to color more than that, but I'm not trying to commit to finishing a book. I had colored this. It reminded me of like a box of chocolates, even though they're all bears. But that was the first one I had done in this book, and that was quite a long time ago. And I like that some of them have the black background already built in, so I don't have to worry too much about what I'm going to do. And that was 1,000,000 bears. Then we have 1,000,000 magical creatures. I think I said the new book coming out was 1,000,000 mythical creatures, so obviously I must be incorrect. I just know there's another book coming out this year. I cannot remember the name of it. I am so sorry. After I'm done the video, I'll put it in the description so everybody will know it's coming. So in this one, I don't think I've done anything yet except stare at it and be super excited about it. Because we've got dragons and mermaids and dancing frogs. Pardon me. I just think this is so adorable. Like, this specifically I love. And this one is so new though. So I mean, obviously I just really haven't gotten to it. And they have some Halloween ones in this one, which I thought was nice. Here we go. We've got the witch in a wreath, and we have this one over here with her flying away from the castle full of monsters. But there's a lot of adorableness in here. Sorry, I'm having trouble grasping a single page. There's our little mushroom people again, and now we've got gnomes. Quite a few of them. And more Halloween pages. I'm gonna have to remember this. Come Halloween, we know I'll forget, but I can hope. And that was 1,000,000 magical creatures. And then we have 1,000,000 sloths, and I have done some in here. This one I've actually done 2 in fairly recently. And I have at least one older one in here. But sloths with a lot of food and flowers underwater. This one, here you can hear it, it's gesso and watercolor paints, and that's all I used for this. I didn't use any pencils or anything. I just wanted to see how it took to the paper, and it did quite well, and there's no bleed through or any problems on the other side, so I'm going to be doing that again. This one was also gessoed, and I did it all with the entire thing is gel crayons and white gel pen, and that was it. And I don't know what happened, but I had decided that this was a rainbow, not a river, you know. And it took off from there, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It's a little bit brighter than I would like, but I'm not mad at it. So then we have this. This was all done in pencils, and I created a background to make it look like a tablecloth for the sushi board. Not much in here. I don't think I've done any more in here. Maybe. Oh, I've done one more. And this one was pencils and ink. And that was the first one I had done in this book when I got it. And then we're on to A Million Cats. And I have colored in here as well. I've also seen, if you look up this book on Instagram, I've seen some incredible pages done in this. Here are the 2 I've done, and these were done using pencils and chalk pastel for both backgrounds. They took the leaves over to the other side, so I felt like he's looking out his window and he's being serenaded by this cat and these mushroom people. So yeah, that's how I put those 2 together in my head. And that may be all that I have colored in there. But I want to say this is the first one because it's definitely a slightly different style for the rest of the books. That is the Million series. When the new one comes in, of course, I'm going to get it. And there's also one called A Million Christmas Cats, but it's by John Bigwood. And it's the same size and everything as the Lulu Mayos and the same style. You know, hold on one second. I'm going to grab it so I can show you that too. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So as you can see, they're made by the same company. They're generally the same picture, except it's a different artist. So let's just call this one a bonus, I guess, because I'm not quite sure how they belong together, but even when I put them away, I put them away together. So this is A Million Christmas Cats, and I've colored more than normal in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and show this really quick. As you can see, it's that same busy, very cute, adorable style. And again, this one is all cats. I colored this back in 2018. This is all pencil. Another one from 2018. I enjoyed this book that Christmas. I remember that. I think it might have been new to me then, or new. This came out in 2016. Okay. But there's some wallpaper, but not too much. This is another one again from 2018. All pencil. This one was from last year. And it's pencil and gel pen. And I never did put a background on it because I couldn't decide if I wanted one or not. So cute. And my last picture for in this book was this winter snowball scene, which I did last year as well. And that's it for the Million Books by Lulu Mayo and the one by John Bigwood. And I'll see you next time. If you liked the video, please subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.